Ready? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Don't give me that look.
Third time's the charm.
I'm just making sure, okay?
Okay.
Okay. It's been a while since we've done this. I don't know if you remember.
It's not been a while since we've talked to each
I don't know
other.
if you remember how this whole thing works, with the talking.
Oh, I remember.
Let's go. I'm tired of your judgmental looks. Vow, view, vow, view, vow, view, vow, view,
Vow to view, vow, 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 vow to view. Vow to view each other's movies, even though we don't always like them, but it's okay because we love each other and movies too.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Vow To View, your Doof Media podcast all about marriage and the things we make each other watch. My name is Elyse Daly.
And I'm Scott Daly.
And together, we're the Dailies.
Elyse.
We are still the Dailies.
And we're back.
We do still love each other. We are still married. And we all still watch movies.
It's been a bit. Mm-hmm. It's been a minute.
It's been a little more than a minute.
It's been an unexpected 3-week vacation from Vow To View.
Yeah, it was mainly my fault.
It was entirely your fault.
It was really my fault.
Yeah.
It was the week of camp.
So the first episode we had technical issues.
Yeah.
And we lost.
Yeah.
And then the next week I was sick.
I should have stayed home.
You got
I was sick. I had a really bad cold.
I was like, Elyse, you want to do the podcast?
Yeah, let's do a week and a half.
Let's do the podcast.
And I was still last week having some issues with the snot.
This will be good audio, right? If we just do it like this.
I think you should do that the whole time.
It'll turn out.
Don't stop. You better not stop. No, you failed.
And then, of course, the week after that was the week we were already planning on taking off because it was Christmas week.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
And so 3 weeks without a show. I don't remember how to do
I don't know what
this.
you guys did. I mean, you might have been in your pillow crying. Sorry if you, went through more tissue boxes than I went through with your crying. But
because of your nose?
Yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah.
It's clever.
Thank you. I am clever.
But
sometimes.
We're back now. We don't have any planned absences from the show.
We also haven't talked about what we're going to do the next week.
Oh, no. Well, with the magic of editing,
okay,
they won't know about that.
Except I just mentioned it, but that's okay.
The magic of editing, they won't hear any of this.
Okay.
I'm probably going to leave it in.
I know you will, because you think it's funny.
Yeah, so we're back.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing this week on the show? Well, we're not talking about our Christmas movies because Christmas is long over now. We're going to do like a quick 5-minute recap on those movies so we can say so I can say we didn't watch them for nothing. I didn't make you watch Reindeer Games for nothing.
Yeah, thank you.
But we're not going to spend the
usual amount of time that we would talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
What we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
We're going to talk about 2018.
Oh my gosh, 2018? So retro. What? It is.
We took it too
right?
far. We took it too far.
It's not even 2018 anymore.
It's not.
Gosh. It's 2019.
So our plan was, I think, to go back through. This week is a year anniversary of us doing the show.
So what did you get me?
In 1 year, this is episode 43.
Now 1 year is the paper anniversary. So what did you get me?
I got you this sheet of paper right here. This one.
No, I don't want that. That was something that you just found cleaning out your office the other day.
Yeah, that is true, but I'm giving it to you.
So no, you can think about it for a little bit. And
so we thought
me something.
We thought we would go back over our year of shows. We were doing this for a year, and we did 53 episodes, which means we missed 9 weeks worth of content, which was more than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay.
It's okay.
43 episodes. I said
Life
53.
happens.
We did 43
I knew
episodes.
what you meant. They didn't know what you meant, but I knew what you meant.
So we're going to decide what our favorite movie
of 2018 was.
That we made each other watch over this first year of the podcast.
Yeah.
And then that's all we're going to do this week.
Yeah, I do have some really good news, though, guys, because January 7th, that will be Monday.
January 7th.
It's back.
What is back?
Not just us. We were back this week, but Colton is back with his eligible ladies next Monday on his search for love. Yes, the most eligible bachelor. The bachelor is back. Yes. The most dramatic season ever. Yeah. Actually, I forgot to check on Reality Steve to see who won.
You forgot to check.
I had gotten down to like, what was it? He had information for the top 3 or 4. And I had read that, and then I don't remember who won.
Well, good.
I'll have to go look.
No, don't look.
Yeah, I gotta go look.
So yeah, we'll be back next week with our regularly scheduled Bachelor
I'm so excited.
Programming.
So excited.
Hooray. But for our last week of the Bachelorette and Bachelor off season, which we didn't do, we only did one show in because then we took a month break. Did you have any shows you wanted to talk about?
Well, there's actually this one reality show that I just saw advertised on Netflix that I'm kind of excited to watch, and I will probably watch when you're recording later tonight, called Instant Hotel. I don't know what it is. All that I know is it's all these families, I think, that are competing with their house. They have to turn it into an instant hotel. I'm not for sure.
What?
I don't know. I just figured I'd give it a try. So we watched that. We also watched Series of Unfortunate Events, the last season. What do you think about that?
That's not reality television.
Oh, it's not reality TV. Did we watch any other reality TV?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't watch reality TV, so I'm asking you.
I think it was really just the Instant Hotel.
But you haven't watched it.
But I haven't watched it yet.
So
I thought about watching just an episode today because I thought maybe you would ask, but I didn't. I watched that Tidelands instead.
So this week,
which I didn't really like.
This week on the Bachelorette Blurg off season tour, Elyse thought about watching a show and did not.
Oh, I'm going to watch it. I just didn't watch it before this.
The end of segment.
But I'm going to watch it.
It's very valuable.
Instant Hotel.
It's a very valuable segment.
Yeah.
All right, Elyse.
Anyways, it's a Netflix original, so if you have Netflix, you guys can totally watch it with me. And then we'll see if we like it.
No, because
maybe we could make our house into an instant hotel.
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to... I guess it's just like an Airbnb if it's their own house, though.
We can't keep talking about this show that we haven't seen.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, I know.
You just weren't helping. Why not?
Because I haven't seen it.
Well, I haven't either.
Well, exactly.
But you're usually good at just talking.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
I tried to tell you.
But you can't
Instant Hotel.
But you can't have a segment in which we talk about a show we've watched if we have not watched the show
I'm not saying we've watched it. I'm saying we're going to watch it.
That's the whole show. The whole show is us talking about things that we've watched on the television.
But at the end, it's about things that we're going to watch.
Yeah, but we don't talk about them for...
But I could.
I am flabbergasted. It has been 3 weeks, and I have forgotten what you are like when you sit down in front of a microphone, and I don't know what to do.
Love me?
Sure.
That's good, right? Anyways, Scott, so Bachelorette Blurg will be back next week, which I know you're so excited about. I'll try and put together some sort of charcuterie board for us to have while we're watching.
Fucking charcuterie.
I love charcuterie.
Fucking charcuterie.
But other than that, and that being, I'm sure what your thorn is, knowing that the show is going to come back, what is your rose, Scott?
So
over these 3 breaks, yes, I'm trying to have us move forward because you won't talk to me anymore about this instant hotel show that we were just trying to predict.
I don't know what to talk about. I
don't know.
Seen the
if
show.
You were to name a show Instant Hotel, what would it be about?
It would probably be about making a hotel very quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we move on?
I was trying to. And then you were like, oh, so we're moving on? Yeah, we're moving on. I was trying to get us there.
No, I was saying we're moving on because we have to say the name of the segment before we move on to it.
Oh, yeah. We're going to move on. Yeah. Insert music here.
There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Every rose has its thorn.
Has its thorn.
Just like every night has its dawn.
Dawn, dawn, dawn.
Every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah. Jesus. This is a shit show.
No, it's
Elyse,
not. It's a good show.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I already asked you what your rose was.
Okay.
What's your rose?
My rose, besides the wonderful holiday that we got, Christmas is my favorite time of year, and I loved Christmas this year. We spent it with your family this year. New Year's was great. We spent it with our friends. But while we were on break, we hit our next goal on Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
And officially started streaming video games.
What?
We're calling Doof Plays.
Scott plays video games?
Yeah.
What?
All the time.
Whoa.
What are these accents?
I don't know.
So we officially started streaming. I've streamed a few times. I played a game called Undertale that we're going to be doing a podcast episode, not this podcast, a different podcast.
So then I
about.
shouldn't ask you what it was about because you're going to talk all about that.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I won't
and then,
ask you then.
A couple days ago, you streamed for the very first time ever.
Yeah, guys. I've got so many talents, and this is just another one on the list.
Ninja who, am I right?
I know.
Yeah. You played a little Life is Strange.
Little Life is Strange too.
We didn't complete that yet, but we're going to soon, I think.
Yeah.
So it's just been a lot of fun. The people that have attended our stream so far have been so wonderful and talkative, and it's something I'd never done.
And they give me tips.
They have.
Thanks, guys.
You need them. Not money tips, like game tips.
I would take both tips.
Yeah, we'll take them all. But it's just like it's something I had never done before. I had no idea what the experience would be like, and everyone's been really great so far. We're also doing like tournaments and cool. Like we're doing a StarCraft tournament that started today. That's going to be really cool. It's just a very exciting time. I'm very happy about where we are as a website and media conglomerate.
Is there anything different about it that you've learned that you were like kind of surprised by once you've gotten into it?
How much fun it is. I occasionally watch people play games, and I like when I watch people play games on streaming, I don't really talk in chat very much. I'm just not that kind of stream watcher, I guess. So I had no idea what it was going to be like, and it's just fun. Like I was playing that game Undertale, which I really enjoyed, and it's fun to interact with people and see people react. It's also really nervous because like you get stuck on a puzzle, and you know there are like 20 people like judging you for being unable to solve this puzzle.
It's true.
And maybe it'll be thousands of people judging you for being unable to solve a puzzle. So that really ramps up the nervousness factor. But I think it made the game even more enjoyable for me because I wasn't just laughing at the hilarity of this game on my own. I was laughing at the hilarity of this game with other people. And that's always fun. So.
You know what made it better for me, which I don't know if you did it on purpose or if that's just how you do it. But whenever I was doing it, you didn't have me to where I could see the screen of myself. And I'm really glad because had I been able to see myself while I was playing it, I would have been like totally just like staring probably at myself because I mean, why not? But still.
That was not intentional. It was just...
Oh yeah. Well, thank you. And don't ever let me see myself while I'm playing.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. That was my rose. Elyse, what is your rose?
Had I already said this one before? I don't remember.
What is it?
The Peloton.
Yeah, you definitely said
this
before.
Well, I was just so excited about it still. I couldn't remember it. I was just like, it's the best thing. I've gotten to do it so much more.
It's been
I love it. And it's still my favorite.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
There are no rules here, Elyse.
Oh my gosh. I'm having so much fun on my Peloton. I have done quite a few rides now. I'm learning some lingo. I've joined some groups. I've earned some badges. Tried a couple different teachers. I'm just having a great time.
That's good. We've moved
it's those endorphins, they just really get me going.
We've moved it to its permanent home now, so it is out of the middle of the living room.
Permanent home until next Christmas, and then we're probably going to have to, I don't know where we're going to move it.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
We'll figure it. We got a whole year to worry about that.
We do. We've got a while. Who knows where we'll be next Christmas?
Could be dead.
Could be.
Don't know. All right. So your rose is the Peloton.
And that's our thorn.
Again.
Next year we might be dead.
Could be dead.
Yeah,
At least what is your thorn for realsies, though?
My thorn?
Yeah.
Oh, my real. But we always go back and forth, back and forth. But it's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I can do my thorn.
Please do.
So I buy a lot of workout clothes.
Yes, you do.
I admit that.
Actually, that's my thorn.
I admit it. But I had this one pair of leggings that I really liked because they were these black sleek ones, they were like compression, so it like sucked everything in. And it also had this like really cool mesh stuff to where it made it look like more street legging than like workout legging. And I don't know what happened.
Hold up.
What?
Time out.
Yeah.
Street legging
It's
versus
like
workout
streetwear. Streetwear versus workout wear.
Aren't
It's
they
like the
all
whole
workout wear?
athleisure category here. I like the athleisure to where I can wear the pants out and it like doesn't look like loud workout gear, you know? It just like, it looked nice. It looked great. I loved them so much. And then the mesh, I don't know how it happened. Well, I know probably it was because Maggie got it started with her claws, and she crawls all over me. And she started with just her little tiny paw, and she ripped it just a little bit. And then over the course of time, it got bigger and bigger. And now I have probably about a nickel-sized hole in the mesh. It was just like I looked down one day and there it was. It wasn't in the morning. I got through all of my workouts and then I came home and I was just around the house and then there it was. And now I have to buy a new pair of tights. Which is, I guess, going to be next week's roast because I get new tights. But it was so upsetting.
First of all, let's parse this. Let's walk through this.
Yeah.
So first, you blamed the dog, who is right now sitting over there on the couch asleep. She looks adorable.
She is really cute.
It's definitely not her fault.
I mean, she started the tear. I know she did.
How do you know that?
Because I remember when I first got them, she had crawled over me, and it was like a little bit, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need to be careful because she's gonna pull it." And she did. She pulled it.
I'm devastated for you.
I know. We cried.
Do we want to have a funeral?
I thought about it, you know.
Yeah.
I'll write a eulogy.
I'll dig the hole.
Thank you.
We'll just
tombstone.
I can't
we'll bury it next to Maggie.
Workout leggings versus street leggings. I'm still so upset about this whole concept.
You know, it's like something you could wear out.
Workout leggings.
But like there are certain ones that you wouldn't blend in as natural street clothes.
At least no one thinks those are natural street clothes.
I mean, leggings are pants too.
No.
Yes, they are.
That's like me saying my basketball shorts are like going out wear.
No,
they're
you
not.
Can't do that. But if they're nice leggings, you can wear them out with a properly sized tunic that covers all of the right things.
We have to move on. You just said the phrase properly sized.
What?
With a properly sized tunic?
You know what? I think we're missing out on a segment to this podcast we could have had all along.
Is it called properly sized tunic?
It's called Fashion with Elyse.
As long as you get to say the phrase properly sized tunic more, I'm all for this.
Why?
Because it's ridiculous.
Do you want me to buy you a tunic?
No.
Why not? I don't think tunics are for men. Not really.
Tunics, when I think of tunics, I think of like fantasy series and old like medieval clothes.
Yeah, so you went back through and looked at the clothes from Blade Runner, the first one that's set in 2019.
Uh-huh.
How were their clothes compared to today's clothes?
A lot of tunics.
A lot of tunics? A lot of tights? A lot of street leggings?
No.
Huh? They have street leggings too?
No.
I bet you if I looked through, they got some leggings somewhere.
Probably.
Yep. See? Street leggings.
Okay, that's your thorn. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. What's your thorn though, Scott?
Besides all the nonsense that happened with us not getting to do podcasts for 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, I thought about doing that as mine too, but I thought it would have been yours.
No, it's just like the holiday's over. I mean, like, here's the thing.
Yeah, what's the thing?
I'm actually happy to get back to work. At least on doof stuff, not like my day job work, because nobody likes that. But I like
my day job.
I took like a complete break from. Elyse is freaking out because her computer monitor went to screensaver mode.
Yeah, Scott built me a computer.
I took like a complete break for podcasting for an entire week. Like this is the first time I've sat in front of a microphone, in over a week.
I feel honored.
And you should. Like I'm ready to get back to it, but I'm also just bummed about, like, I love this time of year. You know, I love December. I love, like, this is a month. I love everything around it, and it's just a little bummer to know it's gone for another year. But there's a lot of cool stuff coming up, so I'm like trying to stay positive. Like we're in movie award season now, which I love.
Golden Globes on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to watch with you. I'm sorry. I got to record a Weaver Dice episode.
It's fine. I'll just drink by myself.
All alone.
What
but
else
anyway,
is
so
new?
yeah, that's my thorn. It's just like the holiday's over. I'm having to go back to work, and I don't know, it's just a bummer.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Certainly not as bad as
The
a hole in my
holiday
tights.
season. I know. Hole in your tights, hole in your heart. Ugh, it just gets ya. We have another holiday though, another celebration this month. That's what we should do. Something along the lines of that for next. I'll be thinking. And then we have Valentine's Day in February. Just so many other things we can look forward to. And then spring break. And then before you know it, it's summer again.
Hooray.
Yay! And then I turned 30.
Yeah. Oh man, that's going to be fun. I can't wait for that episode.
Elyse's 30.
30 episode. All right, Elyse, that's
movies that
it.
came out 30 years ago. That's what we'll do.
Yeah. That's it for Rose and Thorn, though.
I guess that's it for Rose and Thorn.
So
yeah,
let's, before we move on to talk about our favorite movies from the past year,
okay,
let's do a really, really quick jump into the two movies that we made each other watch before Christmas. You made these, the topic of that episode was supposed to be, and was when we recorded it, non-Christmas movies. So basically movies that definitely aren't not like Die Hard, not like a real Christmas movie, but like a movie.
Mine has Christmas in it.
But the movie that had, that's my whole point.
Oh.
Movie that has Christmas in it, but is not a Christmas movie.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
So you picked Little Women.
Yes.
And I picked Reindeer Games. And so let's briefly talk about those movies.
Little Women, tell you what. Do you want me to talk about which movie?
I want you to talk about Reindeer Games.
You want me to talk about Reindeer Games. Yeah. So I had also, Rudy, the red-handed criminal, was in prison and had a bad friend.
You don't have to explain what the movie is. We're just doing a really quick thing.
So
Reindeer Games is a silly, stupid movie that I kind of love to death.
I'm not really a huge fan of it. I like Charlize. Ben's okay.
Ben
Affleck. I mean, he's not really a good person.
Ben Affleck?
I don't know.
His character?
Both.
Oh.
Both aren't good people. What?
Curveball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember all the things we talked about. It's like, look, here's why I picked this movie. The reason I like this stupid movie, because it's not a Christmas movie, right? But it takes place around Christmas, and they really, really want you to know it takes place around Christmas, so they keep having characters reference Christmassy stuff and say little Christmas quips. Like the one guy says what do you say to Santa's magic dwarfs?
Except, sorry. Yeah. They say stuff like that and they dress up as Santa and all that jazz. But it doesn't need to take place around Christmas
Absolutely
time.
Not.
And so that's why it was just awful.
That's not why it was
That's
awful.
one of the reasons.
That's not why. It was awful because it's an absurd premise. It makes no sense.
It tried too hard.
The powwow safe.
That was funny.
So did he know that when he told them about the powwow safe, is that something Rudy told him about? Or was he just bullshitting and it turned out that there was a safe? Because he seems surprised when he sees that there's actually a safe there. But he also seemed to know that inside the powwow safe is a gun. Because he says pow wow. It's one of those mysteries of this movie we're never going to know. Because it's nonsense. This is a nonsense movie. But I love it. I love it for its nonsense.
I will let you watch it again.
What do you say to Santa's dwarfs, Elyse?
I don't know.
You say thank you.
You should say thank you to everyone.
They're not dwarves, guy. Jeez. They're elves. It's very insensitive. Speaking of little women.
The movie Little Women.
That's the movie you made me watch.
I love it.
I liked it a lot.
So good.
Here's my problem with Little Women. I knew someone was going to die.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who was going to die. So I was waiting for the person to die. And the movie fucks with you. It's almost as if it knows that you know who's going to die.
Because it's based on the popular book.
Yeah, I know. But it's it knows that you know someone's going to die. But it knows that you don't know who's going to die. Like, I know that's not true, but that's what it felt like when it was like
because it like pulled your leg when you thought that she was gonna die then,
well, no,
and then she didn't die then.
The one girl almost drowns in the river,
And
then you're like, oh, here it is. Here's the die moment, and then she survives, and you're like, oh, whew, I guess it's not her. And then the one girl gets really sick, and you're like, oh, here we go. This is it. And then she lives, and you're just like, it's just like teasing me.
Yeah.
But
because you kept asking who it was going to be. Who's it going to be?
I did predict the right person from the beginning. It's just a movie made me change my mind like 6 times because it was messing with me.
It's okay.
I mean, the only one I knew was safe was Winona Ryder because obviously
Joe.
she's the lead. Yeah. I like this movie a lot. I've never read the book. Have you read the book?
I have not. I bought it, but it was like always in my stack to read, and I never had. Maybe I'll put it on my list this year.
It was a lot of fun. It's like a very 90s.
Best 90s cast.
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon, Winona Ryder, Kirsten Dunst, Claire Danes, Christian Bale. I mean, solid. This is where I fell in love with Christian Bale.
Is the worst though.
Oh, I hated her.
Especially, what was her name?
Amy.
When she grows up.
Yeah. When she burned the book.
Oh yeah. You don't burn Winona's book.
Oh my gosh.
Winona will go full Stranger Things on you if you burn her book.
Yeah.
No, they're remaking this movie.
They are, and I'm pretty
excited.
You know, it has Emma Watson in it, and Timothée Chalamet is going to be Christian Bale's character, which I am okay with. I'm okay with Laura Dern being the mom. I love that Greta Gerwig is going to be in it. Meryl Streep is Aunt March, right? Isn't that who she is? The old woman?
Yeah.
It's just, she's always in everything.
Greta Gerwig is not going to be in it.
Yeah, she's directing.
Writing and directing.
Yes.
Adapting and directing.
Yeah. So, Emma Watson. Who else is in it?
Saoirse Ronan is playing Joe.
That's right.
The
Amy girl from
is played by Florence Pugh.
I think she was the one from that one movie that came out on Netflix with Chris Pine.
Sure.
The one about the king.
Outlaw King, yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
You're correct. And then I don't remember who the fourth sister is.
What were their names again? There's Joe, Meg, Amy, and who?
Beth. Yeah.
Eliza Scanlon is Beth.
I don't know who that is either.
Oh yeah, she's the little creepy sister from Sharp Objects.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's a good cast. So that's Little Women. End of segment.
Yep.
Good movies.
I would suggest watching Little Women.
I would suggest watching Reindeer Games.
I would not suggest Reindeer Games. Scott, would you suggest Little Women?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 suggestions for Little Women, only 1 for Reindeer Games. So if you have to choose, watch Little Women first.
Watch Reindeer Games. They wouldn't let Rudy play.
Watch the Rudolph claymation.
They wouldn't let Rudy play.
Those have better reindeer games.
In any of the casino robbing games. All right, Elyse, let's move on to the main segment of the week. Let's talk about last year. So we've been doing this for 1 whole year now. We started our very first episode the first week in January, where we did The Music Man and Gattaca. That was our first episode. We've kind of been some changes to the format as we went, kind of like feeling out what we wanted the show to be and we wanted the show to do. We've changed, I think, for the better. I hope for the better. I think it's more nonsense than it was when we first started it. I think we were actually trying to do like a analysis show
nonsense?
at the beginning. Yeah.
We're no nonsense people here.
That is literally the opposite of the truth.
I don't like you. Just when you say nonsense like that, you make it sound like it's bad.
I don't say it's bad.
We're not bad.
It's nonsensical.
Susical the musical.
See, what you just said is, thank you for proving my point. That was nonsense.
Okay.
So Elyse.
Yeah.
What I thought would be fun, looking back on the year, is talk about.
Yes.
I've made you watch 43 movies and television shows.
TV shows, yes.
over this past year.
Actually, 42, because remember that one episode for my birthday? It was double my movies.
Right. I've made you watch 42 movies and TV shows. You've made me watch 44 movies and TV shows.
Yes, I win.
Over this past year. Some of which I had seen before, some of which you had seen before. So when we were looking at which ones, like, which are our favorites of the movies we make each other watch, we excluded the ones that we had seen before we sat down to watch them with each other. So with that in mind, what were some of your favorite movies?
Some of my favorite movies and TV shows
that I made you watch.
So I had quite a few. I think I had said 3, but I really mean 4. Because there's another one that was on there.
You most universally hate the things I make.
I don't hate them. It's just I don't probably appreciate them is the best word for it as much as you do. So anyways, the 4 movies that I think that I liked the best: Double Indemnity, that the black and white movie, the film noir movie, right? Isn't that the best way to describe it?
It upsets me that you picked this one.
Why?
And not because this isn't a good movie. I loved this movie.
Why does it upset you?
Because this was the movie we picked on the week where we were both going to fill our blind spot. So this wasn't even a movie I had seen before and said, Elyse, I really want you to watch this movie. This was a movie that I had never seen either. And this is the one you pick.
It's one of the movies that I picked. But I really liked it. The characters were so much fun.
I'm glad.
And the way that they just like talked to each other. And I love old movies. What?
Elyse Daly.
What?
Critic. I just love the way the characters like talk to each other.
It was just like the vibe that they had together.
They really just had all that dialogue.
Yeah.
And then, like,
it's just great.
The scene ended, and like I loved how when the scene ended, another scene started, and then they were just talking to each other. Sorry.
Don't be mean.
Continue, please.
It's just, when it's an older movie, the pacing is different of their voices when they talk.
Yeah. Well,
it's
they have
true.
the I think it was called like the transatlantic dialogue.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I really liked it with how they just played back and forth with each other. It was fun.
Yeah.
So I really liked it.
A lot of innuendo in that dialogue.
Yeah.
They just wanted to bang.
They did, didn't they?
And then they did.
Yeah.
But the message was that women are bad. So
it's true. So then the other movie that I really liked was The Wave, the natural disaster movie.
This is the Norwegian disaster movie.
Yes.
So I think this channeled your love of Scandinavia.
Yes.
And then destroyed it. And you liked both of those
Sadly,
things.
yes, it destroyed it. But I mean, it was a foreign film. I had to read.
You did.
I really don't like foreign films because a lot of times with movies, it's like the thing where I can get to my Zen state of I'm just fully relaxed. And part of that is just because I don't really have to do a lot of thinking all the time.
You are not a thinking movie watcher.
No.
You I love those type of movies too, but I also like to watch movies to be challenged. And that's not really your bag. And that's it's fine, no judgment. But so it is saying something that a movie that makes you read.
Yeah.
Is a movie
that's
that you
a big
enjoyed.
thing. Yeah. Anyways.
Do you know there's a sequel to this movie?
Didn't we watch it? No, we didn't watch it.
It's called The Quake. It's supposed to be really good. It was playing at Fantastic Fest, but I just couldn't make it happen. Plus, after I knew you liked The Wave so much, I kind of wanted to save that for us. So.
Oh, that's so sweet.
The Wave is on Netflix, so I'm assuming, maybe it's a bad assumption, but I'm hoping that they'll pick up The Quake as well. We'll get to watch that.
We did watch another Norwegian film based on the terrorist attack that was there. That was not my favorite.
It was not a very good movie.
It really wasn't.
I forget what it was called now. It was like the date that
it was
happened,
the date,
yeah.
July.
Yeah.
Something.
I
don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And so you had 3. What's your final one?
Well, I had another one that as I was scrolling through, I realized I had liked it too, but I didn't put it on there. Yeah.
Hit me.
Office Space. I really liked that one.
I'm glad you really liked that one. That's one that I'm happy you picked. Because when I picked that movie, I was like, Elyse is going to like this movie.
It was my type of humor. I really enjoyed it a lot. But I really do think that my favorite from this year Were you surprised by this?
Yeah, I was really surprised.
Starship Troopers.
I can't believe that's true.
I loved it. It might also be because I'm watching Battlestar Galactica right now, so I'm like really into the space stuff. But
the space stuff.
Yeah.
So tell me why you like Starship Troopers so much. This was, I think, like one of only our third episode.
Yeah. I thought the bug aliens were a blast. I really liked the characters, the shooting. It's an action movie.
It is.
I like action movies. I like alien action movies.
You didn't like any of
with
the
space
propaganda stuff, like the message of the movie? Not important.
I thought the propaganda stuff was a funny thing. I mean, I didn't really sit and think about it much.
I'm shocked.
But it was catchy.
I'm so happy.
Why?
Starship Troopers, Elise's favorite movie of mine. My dad's gonna love to hear that.
Oh, good.
Well, actually, my dad likes the book more than the movie, so
Yeah, I don't know if I want to read the book. Was the book as good as the movie?
it's different.
Is it as funny?
No.
I don't want to. No. But anyways, yeah, I think I like Starship Troopers the best.
So that's out of all the movies I've made you watch this past year, Starship Troopers, number 3 on the list. Wow.
Yeah. Because, well, I mean, I had to go through and do ones that I hadn't ever watched before.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I almost thought about doing John Wick on there too, because, again, good action movie. Schindler's List was a beautiful movie. It was just very depressing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You picked your ones. That's
Yeah.
fine. It is my turn now. My turn to tell you which movies I liked of yours. And number 1.
Before we move on, I'm sorry. I have a question.
Yeah.
Because I really don't remember anything about this one movie that's on the list.
Okay.
Sunrise? What was that?
That is the silent film about the man who goes to drown his wife in the lake and then takes her to...
Oh, okay. I do remember that one now. I just didn't. Okay. We're good. I looked through it and was like, I swear we did not watch that movie. But yeah, we did. Okay. Continue, please.
All right. So number 1 is clearly Thoroughly Modern Millie. That was my absolute favorite movie of yours. No, I'm
I
just
picked
kidding.
some good ones.
That was the worst. I think that might be.
Oh, we should say what was our least favorite too.
I don't know if I
I'll
want
have to
to
go
add
back.
that negativity in there because you're gonna hurt my feelings.
I mean, we do Roses and Thorns.
You're gonna hurt my feelings.
Why am I going to hurt your feelings?
Because it's a movie I picked for you, and you're gonna say no, it sucks. At least with Thoroughly Modern Millie, you agree with me.
Which
like,
one
yeah, that
do
was
I
pretty
not like?
All right. Well, you're searching for that. I'm gonna talk about mine.
Yeah, go for it.
Number 1, or not number 1. The first one that I really liked of yours was The Music Man, the first episode. So
Yeah, it was a good
year
one.
ago. I was surprised at how much I loved that musical. I think it's just like the fast talking. Like I still get the treble song stuck in my head.
Right here in River City.
Yeah,
And that starts with T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
yeah. I loved that so much, and part of the reason I loved it is because I really loved the Simpsons monorail episode, and I had no idea that the Simpsons monorail episode was based on The Music Man. So like it's just like realizing that this thing I loved is a homage to this other thing that I really enjoyed. So I like The Music Man a lot. It's probably my favorite of the musicals you've made me
Really?
watch over this year. Yeah.
Interesting.
The next one was Death on the Nile, the Agatha Christie Hercule Poirot murder mystery. I loved that silly movie. It's very absurd. Like the thing about Agatha Christie and Poirot is like their mysteries are not like, I feel like they're never actually solvable. Like I feel like Poirot, his thing is he sees things that no one else does, so you can't actually have the clues to solve them, but I just still find it delightful anyway because he's such a wonderful character, and he was in that. And I'm very much looking forward to the remake of Death on the Nile that's coming out.
Oh, that's what I was looking up right
next
now.
year.
And then I was looking up on my phone, and then I realized I don't need to look it up on my phone. I have a computer right here.
But my absolute favorite movie of the year that you made me watch was the original Blues Brothers.
Yes. We're on a mission from God.
This was a movie, and I guess this is kind of cheating because it's a movie I've been meaning to watch for a long time, but it's still within the rules because you made me watch this movie. The reason I sat down to watch this movie is because you told me I had to for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I was just so wonderfully floored by every little bit of this movie. I thought
awesome.
It was so great. The music was wonderful. The comedy was top notch. Like, of course it's Belushi and Aykroyd. Like, of course it is. I love both of these guys, and I absolutely loved that movie. So thank you so
you're
much.
welcome.
For making me watch that movie.
Would you actually say that Blues Brothers is your favorite musical that I showed you?
Does it count? It doesn't feel like a movie musical to me.
I guess it doesn't. It's not all the,
Yeah.
dance. Well, it does have dancing.
It does.
It just doesn't have the vibe.
It just like there is music in it, but it doesn't feel like a movie musical to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I figured out what my least favorite was.
All right, let me know.
But I don't think you liked it either. I think when we went back and rewatched it, you realized you really didn't like it.
Okay.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, that's surprising.
I did not like Tommy Boy.
Huh. Out of all these movies.
Out of all of them.
All these movies. Huh.
I mean, I liked Gattaca. Blades of Glory.
You like Tommy Boy less than Spring Breakers?
Oh, no. I forgot about Spring Breakers. I think Spring Breakers. Spring Breakers was I just did not like.
That's actually my favorite episode of the podcast.
Because it was something that I did not like.
No, just I think because our conversation was really good. I think we had a really good, challenging conversation where like we both had very different views and like we didn't fight, but we disagreed and we had well argued, thought out points in our disagreements. I don't know. I just liked it. It was a good conversation.
It's good. I'm glad.
But yeah, that's what I thought you would pick. So. Yeah.
Spring Breakers is my least favorite.
He's coming out with that movie next year.
I forgot about that.
Beach Bum.
With
Matthew McConaughey. I'm so excited. We looked at the preview the other week, and I turned to Elyse and said, "You're gonna hate this movie," and you probably will.
I like Matthew McConaughey.
You like beach bums.
I do like you.
Ouch.
You don't really like the beach. We both don't like the beach.
It's funny.
We're more mountain people.
Yeah, it's funny though because I watched the trailer for that movie, and like knowing what kind of movie he made in Spring Breakers, like I know that trailer is not depicting the tone of that movie accurately. Like I know it's going to be way weirder and way more stylistic than the trailer's making it seem. And that's what has me excited for the movie more than the trailer did. Anyway, I think that's it, right?
I think so.
Did you find out when Death on the Nile?
2020. Not next year.
Yeah,
not this year. I guess you did say next year as in 2020.
When I said it, I meant 2020.
No, you meant 2019, but we'll go with 2020.
You don't know what
Did you
goes
already
on
see
in my
who's
brain.
cast?
I did. We don't have to talk about that.
Oh, yeah. We can't talk about things that we haven't seen on this show. I forgot.
Oh, my God. Fine. Let me know who's cast, Elyse.
No, I can't. We don't talk about it. We don't make predictions.
We're not in the prediction business.
Nope. We're in the fact business. Speaking of reality TV shows.
Wait.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the show and I'm so excited. Thank you, IMDb, for your advertisements. Tomorrow, 8/7 Central on NBC. The Titan Games.
Oh my
with
God.
The Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Even Ghost just moaned. I love The Rock. He's the best. I'm so excited.
I'm very happy for you, Elyse.
I'm really, really happy. He presents and stars in the Titan Games, a groundbreaking new athletic competition based on Dwayne's belief that within each and every one of us is the potential for greatness.
Do all the competitors get to take steroids like he does?
Probably not.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'm so excited.
I'm glad you are. Elyse.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing you watched this year? Just in general. Not that we covered on the show.
Killing Eve.
That's your, like, out of everything? Movies,
I don't know.
TV?
I don't know. I've been on a kick on it right now. I've been recommending it to everyone. I really liked that show.
You love serial killers?
What?
You do. You love serial killers. Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, so I feel like in that the reason
I feel like
is
you're trying to justify your love, not telling me I'm wrong.
I feel like I'm very much like Sandra Oh's character and that they fascinate me as to why they would do those things.
You're gonna fall in love with the serial killer.
No, I'm
and
not.
Leave me for a serial killer. That's the end of the line for the show. Is I have to come on this microphone one day and go, "Well, guys, it happened. Elyse married a serial killer and left."
This is not funny. This is bad. Anyways, I did really like that.
Oh, it's a great show. I think it actually loses steam though. I didn't love the end of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where the second season's gonna go.
It's
based on a book series.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I don't know. I feel like it was losing steam, and I'm not like pumped about the next season.
I'm interested to know what happened to the husband.
The husband,
Sandra Oh's husband.
Oh yeah,
he never would answer the phone, and we know what happened with the last wife's husband. The obsession.
Can't spoil the whole show, at least.
Sorry, guys. You should really watch the show. That was really good.
Yeah, it's available on Hulu.
On Hulu.
I think,
yeah.
So
I don't know. What else did I like? What else did we see this year?
A whole bunch. That's fine. You only need
I
to have
don't
one
remember.
thing. You don't have to sit there and think about it. I was just curious. I'm getting to do a whole podcast where I talk about my favorite things of the year, and you're not getting to do that. So I just wanted to give you the opportunity to do it here.
I also really liked the movie Game Night.
You did.
Game Night was one of my favorites from this past year.
It's a good movie.
It's
really
a great
funny.
movie.
It's very funny.
It was great.
Very wonderfully shot. I loved how they shot that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So Game Night and Killing Eve. It's good. That's the movie and TV spectrum. I like it.
Some of my favorite scores from this year that I can recall.
Mm-hmm.
The First Man score was beautiful. And the If Beale Street Could Talk was really pretty.
Yeah, that's the same guy he did for Moonlight, right? He had the same composer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the music in Moonlight too. So,
and the First Man was the same one he used for La La Land.
Not surprising.
Yeah,
very different kind of music.
Ah, yes, very different kinds. I don't know what else.
That's it. This is 2018. Dunzo. Signed, sealed, delivered.
I'm yours. What?
Good.
Anyways, the Titan Games. Tomorrow, NBC, 7:00.
Everybody watch the Titan Games.
So, Scott, what are we going to do for next week?
I thought we would do our long-awaited, long-teased Shakespeare episode.
Oh, that's good because The Bachelor starts, so it's like love.
Sure.
Like Shakespeare.
In love. But that's not the movie I'm picking. Is that the movie you're picking?
No, I picked 10 Things I Hate About You. Whenever we were going to do that episode, that's what I had picked.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I'll still pick.
Okay, so 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Which is, what Shakespeare play is that based on?
Taming of the Shrew.
I was hoping I would get you. Well done.
No.
Well done. That's cool.
Yep.
I am going to pick an actual literal adaptation of a Shakespeare
Of course
play.
you would.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means what it means.
Okay. I am picking 1989's Henry V.
And I do believe that movie turns 30 years old this year.
It does.
Yes.
It's the Kenneth Branagh directed and starring version of Henry V. And it's the one where he makes the wonderful, wonderful speech that I'm sure we'll talk about a lot. I used to have that speech memorized, I think.
What speech is it?
I don't want to ruin the movie for you, Elyse. Have you ever read Henry V?
No.
Well, then we'll find out next week, babe.
It's okay. I'll just go read Wikipedia.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Why do you spoil yourself?
It's not that I spoil it. You don't believe in spoilers, remember?
I don't believe in spoilers, but I don't believe in seeking out information for no reason. I don't believe
it's
that
because
spoilers can
I
ruin
want
the
to know.
experience. But I just think you should just watch the movie.
Ghost agrees with me though. She's sad. She's like, just tell me what it is.
What does she want?
I don't know.
All right.
She brought a toy over here. She probably wants me to throw the toy.
Okay. Well, why don't we wrap up this episode and then she can throw the toy.
Okay.
So next week we are back to our normally scheduled programming.
Yes,
to
we
watch
are.
The Taming of the Shrew, aka 10 Things I Hate About You, and Henry V.
We will also be talking about The Bachelor and the Titan Games.
You are not going to turn this into your reality television show.
I think I already
I
have.
will not let it happen.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, guys, that's all we had for you this week. If you like this podcast, you can check it and what?
Can we also talk about the Golden Globes next week?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
You can check it and all the other shows we do over at www.doofmedia.com. Also, consider donating to our Patreon account. That's patreon.com/doofmedia. You get access to a bunch of cool exclusive things like our magical Discord and other things.
And voting for book club.
Yeah.
Which is Friday.
It is this Friday. We're talking about The Name of the Wind, the Patrick Rothfuss book, the first in the Kingkiller Chronicles. That's a book I have a lot of things to say about, so I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah, you were taking lots of notes on which pages you wanted to find passages for your slides.
Yes, that is a factual.
Yes, you were.
That is a very emotionally stated factual thing that I did.
Because we only state the facts here. Factcast. What?
It's so ridiculous. If you happen to be listening to this via Apple Podcasts, leave us a rating and a review, please. That'll be great.
Make it factual.
I gotta go, guys.
Why?
My wife is being too ridiculous.
I kind of want some dinner too.
All right, guys, we will see you next week. And Elyse?
Yep.
How could you not say?
How could I not say what?
You're like
The Titan Games tomorrow, 8/7 Central on NBC.
Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye. I love you. I love you.
How could I not say what?